All right, welcome back to the channel. So in this video, we're going to talk about Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury's father, John Fury, or Big John Fury, and something that he said that many people might consider out of pocket, and some things that he said that just sound kind of ludicrous. Let's talk about that in this video. All right, welcome back, welcome back. Before I get into the subject matter of the video though, please make sure to hit the subscribe button if you've not already subscribed to the channel. Also, make sure you hit that like button, and if you share the video, it does go a great way, long way towards supporting the channel and helping it grow. So in this video, we're gonna talk about my favorite subject in boxing right now, which is the Deontay Wilder Tyson Fury fight, which should have been taking place this weekend. However, Tyson Fury got a little bit of a case of the fake-its. So, and I'm sorry, this is what I believe. I believe he made up that COVID excuse because he was having a bad camp, and because he had a bad camp, he wanted to get a do-over, so he used COVID as an excuse. And here we are waiting another until the 9th of October for the fight. But interesting things have been said in the meantime, and this one that I'm talking about right now is something that his father, John Fury, said. And the reason that I think he said this was because of the rumors that Tyson Fury has had a bad camp. So what did he say? He said that Deontay Wilder has been cherry picking his son, and as a result of cherry picking this time, the third time, that Deontay Wilder is risking his career and he's risking his life, right? Actually, is what he said, risking his life, implying that in this fight, that Tyson Fury might actually kill Deontay Wilder. Now, I know that Deontay Wilder has been criticized for saying that he wants to catch a body. I don't know if predicting somebody else's death in a boxing ring is quite to the level of saying that you want to catch a body. However, I did strike it as funny, but that's not the only thing that was funny about the conversation, because he's saying that Deontay Wilder cherry-picked Tyson Fury. And I have heard him say that before, but every time he says it, I'm thinking, man, what are you talking about? The first fight that he had, first of all, how do you cherry-pick somebody that says he's the best heavyweight in the world? How do you even do that? If Tyson Fury was, when he originally came out after his 2-year drug suspension that he served, he came out and Deontay Wilder said that he wanted to fight him. But Deontay Wilder did not fight him straight away. Tyson Fury had 2 whole training camps to prepare for Deontay Wilder. He fought Sefi Safiri and he fought Pineda. He had both of those training camps. So how are you cherry picking somebody when you give them basically a year to prepare for a fight and they have two fights? I could understand if it was a situation like Manny Pacquiao and say Keith Thurman, where Keith Thurman had 1 fight, he didn't look good, and so Manny Pacquiao offers to fight him, or he fights somebody that, or if he fought somebody that was just straight up coming off of a 2-year layoff. But to give somebody a year to prepare for a fight and 2 actual fights that were televised on so he gave him 2 paydays because those fights were televised on YouTube, on Showtime's YouTube page. So I don't get how he could have been cherry picking him the first time, but to say that he cherry picked him the second time, that is even more ludicrous, because Tyson Fury originally backed out. First of all, Tyson Fury said that he won the fight. John Fury believes that Tyson Fury won the fight. There's a whole bunch of people that said Tyson Fury won the fight. So if Deontay Wilder had a close decision, right, to Tyson Fury, but people said that Tyson Fury believes he won the fight, how can that be how could you be cherry picking somebody that you just got a draw with? The guy's already proven that he could fight you, straight up. Well, in retrospect, not straight up, but you get my point. They're clearly on par with one another if they go 12 rounds and there's a draw. So how in the world is that a cherry pick? It makes no sense. But so the first one doesn't make any sense. The second one definitely doesn't make a sense. But now John Fury is saying that he believes that Deontay Wilder's cherry picking him now. Tyson Fury won the last fight. He won the last fight when they in the 7th round by a 7th round TKO. How is that cherry picking somebody? First of all, maybe I've got a wrong definition of cherry pick. But last time I thought what a cherry pick is, oh, that looks sweet. That looks something that's really attractive. Let me take it. It's an easy thing to pluck off a vine. It's easy money. It's like calling somebody a cupcake, or saying somebody is, you know, a dosser or something like that, right? But the idea that Deontay Wilder cherry picked him, it just makes no sense whatsoever. Now, what John Fury did say made sense when he says that, not the part about Deontay Wilder's career being on the line, because I think that is just ridiculous. As many times as Dillian White got knocked out, and Dillian White keeps getting to come back and keeps fighting, and like Dillian White got knocked out the fight before last to Alexander Povetkin. It's not like he lost to somebody that's supposed to be the best fighter in the world, and that's the part that gets me. If Tyson Fury is the best fighter in the heavyweight division, why is Deontay Wilder's career on the line if he loses to him? That except for it would maybe he goes down into the Luis Ortiz realm, which means he's so good that other people don't want to fight him, and if they can get any excuse not to do it, they're going to take it. Now, that in that regard, he may have a point. But even then, I don't agree with it, because Deontay Wilder is a knockout artist, and if he gets 2 or 3 knockouts in a row, he's going to be right back in contention to get a chance to get a belt, because, you know, Tyson Fury is not going to be around because he's a basket case. But anyway, as far as the portion where he says that he's risking his life against Tyson Fury, that I 100% believe is the truth, because Tyson Fury is the biggest cheater that I've seen that I know of in boxing. So bad that Eddie Cotton called him the worst cheater that he'd ever seen. And Eddie Cotton, who rest in peace, a Hall of Fame ref, said, and he was the guy that was refereeing Andrew Galata in Riddick Bowe fight, where Andrew Galata hit him with like 4 or 5 just blatantly low blows. Anytime the fight got tough, boom, low blow. And that is Andrew Galata's mentality is pretty much like Tyson Fury's. If Tyson Fury gets in any trouble, here comes the cheating. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. I don't understand how there's any cherry picking going on, but I do agree that Deontay Wilder, if Tyson Fury had his druthers and is away and is able to get away with whatever amount of cheating he wants to do, yeah, absolutely you can risk somebody's life when you're a risk to somebody's life when you're 6'9", 300 pounds, and you don't have any padding in your glove. But anyway, that's my take on the matter. You let me know what you think, and with that, I'm out. Peace.